company meeting. Obviously, everyone knows we did a ton of layoffs today. The harsh reality of it is, I think we're back to like my world a little bit. And when I say my world, I mean like what Barstool has been for the majority of Barstool. Like words like process and forecast and pipeline, and I get rid of all that. And I still think really it's a great spot to work. Laying off people is the absolute like worst thing in the world. And now we're back, I think, on really solid footing on where we have to be, and it's still a great place to work. This is going to be a content house in sales. If you have questions for content for sales, whatever, just talk to each other. One thing I will say, and this may be harsh and cold, I didn't know a lot of people got laid off. Like, I couldn't have picked them out of a lineup. And granted, I wasn't here all the time, but it's really much harder to lay somebody off when you know who they are. And the moral of that story is, I don't care if upstairs, downstairs, like meet people, like work with them. Be like, this is now should be kind of like a family thing where everyone knows each other. And that's just like personal advice for anybody. Like, we were so segregated at Barstool, we didn't even know who each other was. So we're down to, I don't know, 300 people. So I still think it's a great spot. I have not changed at all in terms of like Barstool being the best thing that happened is me getting the company back. But the facts of the matter is, if we didn't make the changes, none of us in this room would have had jobs in a year or two. It just couldn't have worked. And now I think, we're pretty well set for the future. I want this to be an awesome place to work where everyone's getting paid well, happy to go to work. Obviously today sucks, but I knew this was happening before the deal was done. Not the exact numbers, but we looked at it. It's like, all right, I'm taking the company back. I've worked for 20 years. I was going to lose it all in 10 seconds. So I think we're in a good spot now.
There's a lot that has changed, obviously in the last 3 weeks. I think it's a really good thing to get back to a leaner, more focused company. The expectation isn't going to be that we were doing what we did last week with half the people. Like, that's not the expectation. So I just want people to be sure they understand that. One of the things that happened over the last 2 years is everybody got a lot of resources that today no longer exist. And I think it is a good thing because it gets us back in touch with what we are doing.
But again, the goal is to make this a very fun, cool, happy place to be. This we knew was coming. Like, it was going to be a month, 2 months of a little bit of turbulence, and I think we did it faster, just kind of cut the cord and get it over with. But again, unfortunately, we knew it was coming. This round of layoffs had to happen because just the physical nature of where we are. But Barstool is still like, if we see great talent, we still want to hire them. Like, our goal is not just to retrench and disappear. We want to be around forever.
It's a reset. It sucks. It's going to feel like shit for 2 days. I think it's totally appropriate to be sad or angry or to mourn people who aren't here. Like, I get that. Like, this is this has been a lot to go through, but it's for the right reasons. And Barstool has a great future ahead of it.
If anybody has questions, we're here, obviously. That's why I'm in the office today. Dan, Kevin, Erica, whoever. But yeah, things will break. Just get through it.
Yeah, embrace
It's not the end of the world.
Yep. Great. Thank you, guys.
You do the math.
$1 million a month. It's not going to be Matt Fitzgerald only.
No. Well, like, it is true what I said. I didn't know 99% of people that, which makes it a lot easier not to be, but if you don't know the person. Like that guy, Dan Berenson, just walked in. He's still here. I've never met him. He's been here for 4.5 years. 4.5 years. He was here before Penn. He's like, I never met him. What does he do? He does commerce in like college, he said. Nice enough guy. But yeah, 4.5 years. Never met him. Well, what's unknown is the misfit, the Isle of Misfits over here. No one got laid off. Like, honestly.